All right, here we are. It's just a couple minutes before game time here, according to the schedule here for the 2022. I'm not sure how many this is now. 70 something. I think 70. I read like 77th, 78th, 79th, somewhere in there. Golden Globe. So yeah, pretty much. I don't know. Maybe my soapbox thing worked because all of a sudden now I'm seeing stuff for the Globes. Now, obviously, that's just because it's today and stuff. But yeah. It seemed like actually there are a couple sources that do say that before we do get started, because we got about a minute here, um, that said that actually Licorice Pizza is being considered as a comedy musical. At least that's I've seen a couple people saying that. So if that's the case, yeah, look for that one maybe to do a little better today than we were originally anticipating. Because I have it in, I put it in at the end of the day for picture. I think I still have it in for supporting actor, don't I? Yeah, I do. And screenplay. So I just had those three. But now with the comedy musical categories, that could strike in both the lead acting categories actually, because the best actress comedy musical one for me is pretty short list. So yeah, she might. What's her name? Haim. Yeah, it'll come to me. They'll say her name, but if it's as long as she gets in, um, yeah, she would seem like a pretty good bet there since she's getting a couple really good notices for it and stuff. Otherwise, Critics' Choice nominations are actually out around the same time this morning, supposedly. So actually, by the time these are all done, we might actually have stuff to talk about with Critics' Choice. So we might get a duo here. Now, obviously, if they're announcing at the same time, we can't do that. And as you guys know, historically with Critics' Choice, I have tried and tried and tried for live reactions on those, but it never works out. They always put it up way too late when I don't have time to do it. So I just have to always just talk about it afterwards. Plus, it's always goddamn impossible to predict those because you never know how many nominees they're going to have. One year it'll be 6 for this category, 5 for this category. The next year it'll be 8 for both, and it's like, who knows? So it's a weird deal. So yep. So them. I've just been the last couple of years just been like, okay, when nominations are out, they're out, and we'll talk about them. Whoever makes it makes it. I mean, it's pretty much that. It's like they just I don't know. It's like such a thing where it's like they want everybody in there, and it's like, well, obviously when we get to the biggest awards, Academy Awards and stuff, it's like there's only 5 slots except for Best Picture. So it doesn't work that way. So you gotta Anyways, I always prefer to have that set up there where it's try to have I don't care if it's even more than 5, just get a solid number each time. I don't care if it's 7 or 8 or 12, whatever, just do that. But obviously the more number you have of nominees, the less the nomination means, because it's like, oh well, everybody got in for that. So that's 5. I thought has always been a pretty good number and stuff. And every once in a while here at the Globes we'll have 6 nominees in a category, but yeah, that happens. Okay, I have it at 2 minutes after, just about. And this is, I'm going to switch over to the YouTube one. Now, 4,500 people are watching it, so they're not totally firebombing it yet. And chat is disabled. I'm not surprised, because I'm sure there's plenty of people in here just to try to snipe at people, so. Well, anyways, and that's maybe something that does happen on every award show, for these, but I don't know. They just moderate it, I'm sure, pretty well. Okay, so anyways, what else? I guess real quick, we'll say for who might lead nominations today. West Side Story has a good shot to do that. Nightmare Alley might do that if it gets an acting nomination or two on top of the stuff I have it in for. King Richard could show up in quite a few categories, including maybe the score category. I don't have it in for screenplay, but it could easily sneak in there. I have it in like the 6th, 7th spot. Possibly a couple people I'm seeing are because I actually saw a couple more predictions yesterday too. Maybe being the Ricardos actually surprises us this morning and gets maybe not director, but maybe gets in for film, gets the 2 acting categories, screenplay. So maybe even score, because that's Pemberton or whatever, and they've nominated him at the Globes here in the past for related projects around Aaron Sorkin. So yeah, let's see, Power of the Dog. I'm sure will get its fair share. I'm looking at let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for that one. Possibly 7 if it gets that score nomination. So that could very, very easily lead as well. We might see Don't Look Up or possibly In the Heights or Tick, Tick, Boom get a good number of nominations as well. Let's see. Otherwise, yeah, I'm hoping the Ronaldo Marcus Green for director thing. I have that in. I think that'll happen. I think they're gonna like that movie enough. But that did leave out Denis Villeneuve for director and Dune. Dune feels like a movie that gets 3 nominations: picture and score for sure are the ones I would think it would be very likely for. But I'm like, what would that third one be? Because it's not looking strong for an acting nomination, and it doesn't have a original song that I'm aware of. So it would have to be in director, and I'm like, I don't know. I just his films just here at the Globes have not done extremely well. Even remember, even back to Arrival, which has been his biggest Oscar hit for the most nominations and stuff. At least off the top of my head, that's what I remember. Just got Amy Adams, and of course she was like the only thing through the season for Arrival that did not repeat as we got into the Oscars there. Let's see, who else do we want to talk about here beforehand to see how wrong I get these this year, since we have no major coverage of it. Like I said, except for like maybe the last 24 hours. House of Gucci, I have getting a couple acting nominations, or actually 3, actually, if I remember right, because I put Lady Gaga in, but did I take her out for Halle Berry? No, I have Halle Berry in. Yeah. So yeah, like Frances I have out, Nicole Kidman I have out, but that one, yeah, those 2 easily I think could very easily could sneak back in. But yeah, Frances, remember she only won her first one for 3 billboards here just a few years ago, so they're not in love with Frances. So that's kind of my reasoning for that one. Okay, we're looking at like 5 minutes after this was supposed to start, and I'm not seeing diddly dick here. So I'm not sure what's holding them up. I did read one thing that said they reached out to Gabrielle Union to announce the nominations, but supposedly nothing. Yeah, and I mean, seriously, good on to the Globes for trying to make this look as presentable as possible by still trying to get maybe 1 or 2 celebs to come in and announce the nominations. But sorry, guys, I just think the wind has just totally gone against you this whole time. And I don't see a scenario where anybody is gonna come out and support you, even regardless of their political affiliations or their standings on whatever. It's just whoever it is just gonna get shit on heavily for just being there. So I at least that's what I think would happen. But you never know. Okay. God, I guess I might as well start looking over to see maybe the Critics' Choice beat him. And yeah, these are always a little bit of a struggle to find too, because they always have, for Critics' Choice, they have television nominations as well. Those have already been announced. So you look up Critics' Choice nominations. All it is TV for the time being. But yeah, I'm sure we'll see that change over here in the next few minutes. As long as it is this time. I was reading that it was this time, but. And yeah, again, with the Critics' Choice, they always have all those superfluous categories that I don't care about, like Best Actor in an Action Movie. Well, even some of those they've been cutting out, actually, in the last couple of years. I'll give them credit for that. But, yeah, I just really, just look at those as fluff categories to try to get more celebrities in the room on the CW or whatever for their broadcasts and stuff. Anyways, but yeah, it sounds like actually TBS is getting in on the action this year. For simulcasts, but I wish they would go with one of those, because there's been reports in the past couple of years, even further back than that, as long as this has been on the CW, where they say, no, these guys, CW, they're very serious about the time limit thing. When I remember the Oscars, there was a big thing about that. Was it 2 years ago, 3 years ago? 2 years ago now, yeah. There was a big deal about, because it was like the lowest ratings ever, and then the next year was that the Lady Gaga year? For and Star is Born? I think that was that year, because that was the first time they didn't have a host in so long. Yeah, so that was 3 years ago now. There was really, they were going to cut some categories from the broadcast. They were just going to announce, like, after commercial, here's who won, here's who you missed, here's like 10 seconds of their speech. and stuff like that. And it's like, obviously they came to their senses on that, thank God. But they were going to have a very strict 3-hour time limit, and then they were just going to cut them off. Which CW has repeatedly, it's been reported that, yeah, they've been very open about to the producers and everybody on the Critics' Choice show. They're like, yeah, guys, 3 hours, you're done. Doesn't matter if you're in the middle of the speech, we're going to cut you off. Which is very unprofessional, if you ask me, because, I mean, frankly, I don't watch anything on CW except when they have Who's Line, new versions of that, which I think they're still doing. It's been going on for so long, but because yeah, I always get a kick out of those guys and their and the improv and stuff. God, I don't. I'm having to go because there's nothing going on here, but yeah, we'll see here because I'm not seeing anything that said they're not going to do the live thing, and it did say it was going to be at this time, and they have a YouTube video rolling, so it's not like I'm just hitting refresh like every 2 seconds. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, back to the Critics' Choice here. But yeah, I have been saying for years. I said, guys, if you're anybody from Critics' Choice, actual TV side for presentation stuff, if you're listening, get off CW. I mean, go to TBS, go to TNT, who both simulcast the SAG awards, because SAGs are they're getting kind of later and later in the season as the years go on here. I think actually it's been 2 or 3 years in a row now they've had their awards presented after the Oscar nominations are out. It used to be they would be announced like the week before, or like sometimes days before the Oscar nominations. Now, obviously, that's to more get in line with, okay, let's see who's nominated, see who we can carry over so we look more relevant and stuff. And who knows with that about the Globes this year? I don't know how relevant they're going to be because obviously they can nominate a whole bunch of people. And, I mean, it'd be a weird year, but what if, we could see such a strong reaction. I don't think it would happen because they would be really punishing a lot of talented people because we're going to presume here early this morning that the Globes are going to put in who they would traditionally put in. So that's why I was thinking, Belfast, King Richard, Nightmare Alley, Dune, Licorice Pizza, West Side Story, French Dispatch, even getting a few nominations. House of Gucci, maybe Tragedy of Macbeth getting a few places. Oh, here we have something. Let's see what this is. It's just music right now. Okay. I don't think it's a ringtone or anything. Okay.
Good morning.
Hey, we actually have somebody.
Nice to see all of you, and thank you for joining us at such an early hour.
We'll see if they break this into 2 parts as well. But since it's not televised, I'm willing to bet it won't be this year.
Change and reflection for the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. For 8 months, we have worked tirelessly as an organization to be better. We changed our rules, bylaws, added a new code of conduct.
Oh yeah, and they said going forward, the foreign language films can compete in drama and musical comedy wherever they would line. So I don't think we're going to see that today, but yeah, that's another rule. I think a lot of people were like, why wasn't Parasite in there for drama? Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, there's other shows that still do that, by the way. So
we devoured the works of many masterful directors, actors, screenwriters, musicians, and musical composers. Proof, if anyone should need it, that Hollywood is still one of the world's biggest magnets for talent. We also recognize other centers of excellence in this global world of talent. By virtue of being journalists for foreign markets, members of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association are also a living link between Hollywood and the important studios and markets of the world, from Nollywood to Bollywood, from Iran to Latin America. The link between global audiences and our journalists has been reinforced every year as we write stories about actors, writers, directors, and other talented people that weave their magic. We lift the veil for audiences eager to know what movies to watch, what television shows to consume, and which streaming services
Yeah, we'll
to
see. TV side, I have no idea.
Our journalists come from more than 50 countries, large, small, from newspapers, magazines, television, and radio networks. The vast majority came to
let me
the
close
US
out of
as
that one in case we get
immigrants to
any.
become a foreign correspondent in this epicenter of the entertainment industry. And we're grateful they did.
I'll keep an eye on the Critics' Choice stuff too here while I can.
Golden Globe Award nominees. Please welcome a special guest, Snoop Dogg.
Oh, they actually got somebody. I am shocked. Oh no, Snoop! I hope you didn't get a target. I love Snoop Dogg, man. He's great. Oh no, he's fantastic. I really hope he doesn't get hurt by this. Okay, what do you got, Snoop? You got a lot of pages.
Best television series, musical or comedy.
Okay, maybe he's just doing TV.
The Great.
Stuff.
Hacks. Only Murders in the Building.
That's one I might watch. Actually.
Reservation Dogs.
A lot of big stars in that one.
Ted Lasso.
Yeah, Ted Lasso always does well in the last few years.
Best performance by an actor in a television series, drama.
Yeah, we'll see if they just start with
Brian Cox, Succession.
Yeah, that's one everybody loves.
Lee Jung-jae, Squid Game.
Oh yeah, Squid
Porter,
Game will probably get.
Pose. Jeremy Strong, Succession.
Yep.
Omar Sy, Lupin.
Okay.
Best performance by an actress in a limited series, anthology series, or a motion picture made for television. Jessica Chastain, Scenes from a Marriage.
Yeah, she might be double nominated today.
Cynthia Erivo, Genius. Aretha.
Yeah, I watched the first season.
Elizabeth Olsen, WandaVision.
Hey, there's some Marvel stuff.
Margaret Qualley, Maid. Kate Winslet, Mayor of Easttown.
Yeah, everybody liked that one too. She won actually over a lot of people.
Best Director, Motion Picture.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Kenneth
Branagh.
Branagh.
There, good job, Sue.
Belfast.
You got it. You got there.
Jane Campion.
There you
The
go.
Power of the Dog.
Not a surprise.
Maggie.
Oh, Gyllenhaal's in.
The Lost Daughter.
Ooh, good for Gyllenhaal.
Steven Spielberg.
Yep, and there's
West
Spielberg.
Side Story.
So that's 3 I've got.
Dennis Villeneuve. Doom.
Okay. So not Nightmare Alley and not
Best
King Richard.
performance by an actress in a motion picture, musical, or comedy.
Okay, yeah, let's see what they go here.
Marion Courtier. Annette. Alana Hyatt.
Okay, yeah, Licorice Pizza is going to be
Licorice
here.
Pizza.
And I was right on
Jennifer
PT.
Lawrence.
Not getting in.
Don't Look Up.
Yep, there's Jennifer.
Emma Stone.
Cruella. And
Rachel Zegler.
All right.
West Side Story.
So 3 out of 5. But yeah, that's a tough one this year.
Best performance by an actor in a motion picture, drama. Mahershala Ali, Swan Song.
Here he comes. I didn't have him in today. But...
Javier Bardem, Being the Ricardos. Benedict Cumberbatch, The Power of the Dog. Will Smith, King Richard.
And I'm going to guess Denzel.
Denzel Washington.
There you go.
The Tragedy of Macbeth.
Nightmare Alley's doing really poorly right now.
Best television series, drama. Lupin. The Morning Show.
The morning show hasn't had anything yet.
Pose. Squid Game.
Succession, yep.
Best performance by an actress in a television series, drama.
Okay, I don't know why they're zooming out.
Uzo Aduba, In Treatment. Jennifer Aniston, The
Okay,
Morning
there's
Show.
one. So see if Witherspoon gets into.
Christine Baranski, The Good Fight.
That's still on.
Elizabeth Moss, The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, that hasn't had way too much.
Michaela J. Rodriguez, Pose.
Yeah, I don't know that show at all. Holes? I know Holes the
Best
movie.
performance by an actor in a limited series, anthology series, or a motion picture made for television. Paul Bettany, WandaVision.
Wow, WandaVision's getting quite a bit.
Oscar Isaac.
At least those 2.
Scenes from a Marriage.
And yep, that's 2 for that one.
Michael Keaton, Dope Sick.
I was interested in that one since Keaton's in
Ewan
it.
McGregor, Halston. Tahar Rahim, The Serpent.
Okay.
Best performance by an actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. Leonardo DiCaprio. Don't Look Up. Peter
Dinklage. There you go. Keep coming. Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
It's 3.
Tick, tick, boom.
Okay, Ramos.
Cooper Hoffman.
Yep.
Pizza.
Okay.
Anthony Ramos. In the Heights.
Oh, I actually got 4. Better, just not Ryan Reynolds.
Best performance by an actor in a supporting role in any motion picture.
Okay.
Ben Affleck. Sorry about that.
Tender Bar. Okay, I haven't talked much about that one.
The Tender Bar.
Ben Affleck.
Jamie Dornan. Belfast.
They're probably both going to get in then.
Karen Hines. Belfast.
I don't know how to pronounce his
Work with
name.
me now. Troy Kotsur. CODA.
Okay.
Cody Smith. McPhee. The Power of the Dog.
No Jared Leto then, huh?
Best original score.
Or Richard
motion
Jenkins
picture.
or Bradley Cooper.
Alexander Desplat.
French Dispatch.
The French Dispatch. Jermaine Franco. Encanto. Johnny Greenwood.
Oh,
The Power of the Dog. Alberto Iglesias. Parallel Mothers.
okay.
Hans Zimmer.
Dune. Yep.
And now, I pass it off to my lovely co-host, Helen.
Ben Affleck. There you go. There's your Dick Poop or your what's the other one? Adele
Best
Dazeem.
performance by an actress in a television series, musical, or comedy.
Right.
Hannah Einbinder, Hacks. Elle Fanning,
She's gonna go a
The
little
Great.
faster.
Issa Rae, Insecure. Tracy Ellis Ross, Blackish. Jean Smart, Hacks. Best television limited series
Okay, I better
anthology
get back over to
series
this
or
one
motion
here so I
picture
can
made
get
for
ready to
television.
mark them.
Dope Sick. Impeachment, American Crime Story. Made. Mayor of Easttown. The Underground Railroad.
Yeah, we need to slow down.
Best performance by an actor in a supporting role on television. Billy Crudup, The Morning Show.
Yeah. he
Kieran
got some of that
Culkin,
stuff.
Succession.
Yep, he also
Mark
gets in.
Duplass, The Morning Show. Brett Goldstein, Ted Lasso. Oh Young-soo, Squid Game.
Squid Game's got like 3 or 4.
Best motion picture, musical, or comedy.
Okay.
Cyrano.
Yep.
Don't Look Up.
Yep.
Licorice Pizza. Tick Tick Boom. West Side Story.
Okay, so if I'd known Licorice
Best
Pizza was in there, I would have
performance
gotten
by
them
an
all.
actress in a
But
supporting role
that
in
happens.
any motion picture. Katrina Balfe, Belfast.
Yep.
Ariana DeBose, West Side Story. Kirsten Dunst, The Power of the Dog.
Yeah, that's 2.
Anjanou Ellis, King Richard. Ruth Negga, Passing.
Oh, okay. That's a little bit of a surprise. What are you laughing at? That's her name.
Here we go. Best motion picture, non-English language.
Oh,
Compartment number 6. Drive My Car. The Hand of God. A Hero. Parallel Mothers. Best screenplay, motion picture.
okay, here's a big one.
Paul Thomas Anderson, Licorice Pizza.
Yep.
Kenneth Branagh,
Belfast doing
Jane
well.
Campion, The
Power
Power
of the Dog.
Adam McKay, Don't Look Up.
Oh, they do
Aaron
like that one.
Sorkin, Being the Ricardos.
Yeah, I should have known that one.
Best performance by an actress in a motion picture drama. Jessica Chastain, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Olivia Colman, The Lost Daughter. Nicole Kidman, Being the Ricardos. Lady Gaga, House of Gucci.
Good, I got that one.
Kristen Stewart, Spencer.
The Halle Berry thing didn't work out. Oh well.
Best motion picture drama.
that felt like one of those that might get in.
Belfast. CODA. Dune. King Richard. The Power of the Dog. Best performance by an actor in a television series, musical, or comedy. Anthony Anderson, Blackish. Nicholas Hoult, The Great. Steve Martin, Only Murders in the Building. Martin Short, Only Murders in the Building. Jason Sudeikis, Ted Lasso.
Any more missing here?
Best performance by an actress in a supporting role on television.
Maybe original song.
Jennifer Coolidge, The White Lotus. Caitlin Dever, Dope Sick.
I got all the
Annie
movie
McDowell,
stuff.
Made. Sarah Snook, Succession, Hannah Waddingham, Ted Lasso. Best Original Song, Motion Picture. Be Alive, King Richard, Dos Orugutas, Encanto, Down to Joy, Belfast, Here I Am, Singing My Way Home, Respect, No Time to Die, No Time to Die.
Okay.
Best Picture and Best Motion Picture Animated,
Oh, I forgot
Encanto, Flea, Luca, My Sunny Maud, Raya and the Last Dragon.
I am not putting 3 Disney ones in.
Tuning in this morning, and congratulations to all the nominees.
I'm telling you, I don't care what these guys are doing. I'm not putting 3 Disney ones in.
We look forward to recognizing the best in film and television on January 9th. Until then, we wish you all
same night as the
safe
Critics'
and happy
Choice,
holiday
yeah, which got a
season
lot
and
of people
warmest
going.
wishes for the new year. Thank you so much.
All right, well, Snoop Dogg's a good sport. Good for him. I was serious. I was like, yeah, I don't think they're going to put anybody on, but okay, Snoop, if he takes any heat for it, okay, so be it. But I don't know. I think everybody's cool with Snoop Dogg, aren't they? I mean, as far as I know, but who knows. All right, so it looks like Belfast might actually lead nominations here. Let me take a look here. Because it got 2 supporting actors in, which I was, yeah, right off the theater, I was like, okay, maybe they both get in, but then I just decided, first on nobody getting in, then I put just Kieran Hines, or Kyron Hines, or however you pronounce his name. I'll hear 5 different pronunciations, by the way, too, I'm sure, on that one through the years. So, yeah, so that got 2, 3, 4, 5 through the acting categories, director and film. Got in for screenplay is 6, and song is 7. Yeah, so let's, I'm going to write the totals down, too, here. And then, yeah, The Lost Daughter was kind of a strange one, because that just got the 2, right? That just got director and actress. Yeah, Gyllenhaal. So that I don't know. That, because early on, I remember I said maybe she is that, oh, sorry, I'm forgetting her name now. For Promising Young Woman last year. Could be that. Yeah, and then, yeah, CODA had a little, that was kind of a weird performance by CODA, too, because I would have thought Marlee Matlin, with her history, would have been a little easier of a get to be nominated than Troy Kotsudar, or whatever his name is. I'm not sure I'm mispronouncing that, but still. So just him and the film got in, and I think that was it, because I didn't, yeah, it wasn't in for screenplay or anything like that. Let's see, otherwise, let's keep going here. Yeah, In the Heights, yeah, that one I just had a feeling was not going to do so well. But yeah, Don't Look Up did surprisingly well today. Both the acting categories for comedy musical, film, and screenplay, if I didn't miss any. It didn't get the song nomination, which I thought would have been maybe an easier get for him, but no, so just 4 if I'm counting that one right. Let's see here, so yeah, I'll just do, and then Power of the Dog, I think that got everything that we had it in for, right? And I think I did say, if I didn't say it last time, I meant to put that in. I don't know what I would have put over it. Yeah, I was supposed to have it at number 5. I think for some reason I had House of Gucci here on my list, which I do not think I would have said was in for picture drama over Power of the Dog and a lot of others, but no. Let's see what else. Yeah, let's see. That one got score, screenplay, supporting actress, supporting actor, lead actor, director, pictures. That might be 7 actually. Okay, yeah, that's 7. Okay, so those 2 tying, yeah, that's about what I had. I don't think, other than Belfast getting that extra supporting actor and song, which I wasn't sure how those categories would go down. Yeah, that one, yeah, I knew it was going to do well. I don't know if it would be able to tie or not. But otherwise, I don't think West Side Story tied, did it? No, it didn't get the screenplay nod. It did get supporting actress for Ariana DeBose. It got lead actress for Rachel Zegler. Yeah, Al Gore's got some stuff in his past, so yeah, I thought the Globes wouldn't go for that one. It got director, which I had in, and it got film. So, and I don't think it has any new original songs or anything. So, yeah. So unless I missed one for Don't Look Up, but I don't think I did. Screenplay, which I had it out for screenplay entirely. So yeah, that was not, yeah. But I guess, yeah, they have liked him a lot in screenplay here in this category. See, Tick Tick Boom got just the 2, didn't it? actor and motion picture. And then Cyrano just got the 2. Let's see what else here. Dune got 3 with director. So, like I said, yeah, that one I wasn't sure if they would go on director or not. And yeah, King Richard kind of did miss that director spot. Otherwise, it got everything it really needed. Picture drama, actor, and supporting actress. Let's see. Otherwise, yeah. So I think Nightmare Alley, I think, got completely shut out here, if I'm reading this right. Yeah, and the Bradley Cooper double nod, I probably should have seen that one not coming, but yeah. Yeah, and then Licorice Pizza is in for quite a few. The 2 acting categories for comedy musical, motion picture comedy musical, screenplay, and I believe that was it because it didn't get Bradley Cooper in for supporting actor. So yeah. So yeah, that musical comedy race is going to be interesting. We'll see if they go for something like Licorice Pizza. We'll see if maybe they do stick traditional musical with West Side Story, which traditionally that's what they would normally do. And then Don't Look Up. I don't know if that one might just have to settle for the 4 nominations, and then that's it. So I don't really see that one being an early front runner in any of these races. Otherwise, yeah, Being the Ricardos did get 3 for 2 acting nominations and screenplay, which, yeah, it's Aaron Sorkin. I should have known better. I did move that one up, by the way, after the predictions video, but still, yeah, too little, too late on that one. And then I think Passing only got the 1 for Ruth Negga. Let's see here. Belfast. I think I counted that right for the number of nods and stuff. Yeah, so I was glad I kept Cody Smith-McPhee and not Jesse Plemons. So yeah. Otherwise, yeah, House of Gucci just got the 1, I think, for Lady Gaga. So Jared Leto not getting in is a little interesting. I don't know the one, as I'm going up the list here, Marion Cotillard. That film I did not even write down, so I don't know which one that would be. Let's see here. Let's see if they... No, not yet. Let's see if there's a full list out yet. Live updates, maybe. Annette. Oh, okay. That's if that's the one I'm thinking of. That's the one actually Adam Driver was in. But that's in musical comedy. Oh, interesting. It looked like a just straight up drama to me. Okay. Otherwise, anything else to talk about? Yeah, Jessica Chastain on the TV side got a double nod there. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm writing down the ones that have multiple. Yeah. So Lost Daughter I'm going to throw in there with 2. Cyrano had 2. Encanto had 2. Because I got score and song. Actually, no, that got score, song, and animated would be 3, rather. Okay. And then, let's see here. Parallel Mothers got a couple. Yeah, like Penelope Cruz was a maybe, but yeah, I didn't have a ton of confidence in her getting in. Respect just got the 1, which yeah, I wasn't sure if Jennifer Hudson would show up here today or not. Oh no, King Richard. Wait. That has a song too, so that should be 4 for that one. Sorry, live edit that one. So yeah, we got 7, and then a bunch with 4. So, yeah, so that's pretty decent. It's not like La La Land I think had 7. So, but yeah, that's interesting to see. Yeah, Free Guy was kind of a disappointment. I thought that one might have a shot for 1 or 2. Ryan Reynolds was probably the primary one for that one though. And then I thought maybe Tragedy of Macbeth just has the 1 for Denzel, doesn't it? Huh. I thought maybe because I didn't have Francis in, but I was thinking maybe screenplay would come into play there because it's an adaptation of Shakespeare and stuff. Yeah, that might be more like a Critics' Choice nomination here today. Maybe that they do a little better with that one. Maybe it gets even director for that one. But yeah, Gyllenhaal in, so that'll kind of shake up that director race a little bit. So I think the one I had in, two that I had in that did not get in were Del Toro and Ronaldo Marcus Green. The Marcus Green one, I'm like, I don't really have him in yet anywhere else except maybe Critics' Choice. If it goes up to 8 or 9 or whatever, maybe 7. I can see him making the list if it's like more than 6. And then yeah, Villeneuve, who he was kind of on the outside looking in, but I had like PTA also in that kind of group there. And yeah, PTA historically has not done very well here at the Globe. So and this is I believe I read also this is his first screenplay nomination, which is a little interesting. But yeah, I'm looking through the years. I'm like, is that true? Like even There Will Be Blood didn't get in for screenplay that year at the Globes. Interesting. Yeah, so CODA is kind of the oddball there with just the 2 nominations for Motion Picture Drama. But I look at the rest of the list there, it's like there's nothing else they really liked for Motion Picture Drama that, except maybe being the Ricardos. But yeah, I don't know if that one had enough to get in for picture or whatever. Yeah, and then Mahershala Ali getting in, I kind of wrote him off early, like, I mean, I'm sure it's a good performance and everything, and I have him in still at the Oscars. But I was like, I don't know if that's really their crowd or whatever for that type of movie. But I guess it is Apple, so if they want to try to get everything in, I guess there wasn't way too much Apple stuff here earlier, was there? Except on some stuff on the TV side. But unless I don't, Annette was released theatrically. I don't know if that was through Apple or not, but whatever. So that's them also giving Apple something too. But yeah, I kind of wrote him off for the Globes because I just didn't think they would go for it. But yeah, the fact he's in, that gives me a little more confidence predicting him for Best Actor, because I felt like after the AFI screening and the way everybody talked about it, I'm like, that feels like, he's been hot lately with the Oscars. So I'm like, I'm going to put him in, just see what happens. So now I'm like, hey, somebody else picked him. Nice. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do a refresh here. And let's see if anybody has any coverage on Critics' Choice. Because I believe they were supposed to come out early this morning. But I was thinking it was going to be announced on today, the 13th. But because didn't I look up what time our critics... And it said 8 o'clock here. Central, or it'd be 6 o'clock Pacific or whatever. Or here we go. Oh no, I misread that. Sorry, that's almost 8 o'clock Pacific. Oh, it's 9 o'clock Pacific. So that's yeah. I am not going to be able to do that. No, sorry guys. Because I have a dentist appointment like 10 minutes after that starts. So yeah, that's not going to happen. Okay, so much for Critics' Choice. Any doubling up on that one. So that one I'll have to come back here in the next couple days, and we'll get back to that one. Okay, let me look back here one more time. I'll kind of go through them again, and I'll make sure I didn't miss any that had double or more than one nomination. Yeah, Tick Tick Boom just got the couple I had it in for. Let's see here. Otherwise, Belfast, yeah. Kind of going through the different categories here. So French Dispatch, I was kind of surprised that one didn't land very well in the comedy musical categories. That just got the one for score. Yeah. Let's see, anything else here? Otherwise, yeah, as far as other stuff that's missing or whatever, yeah, we can go through those here. So yeah, the 2 I had in for screenplay that didn't make it were Tragedy of Macbeth and Nightmare Alley. And yeah, Nightmare Alley getting totally shut out was kind of a little bit of a surprise here. Yeah, Tragedy of Macbeth I knew was maybe going to be a little odd with the Globes here. That's why I kind of had it in for 1 or 2, and that was about it. Let's see. Otherwise, yeah, CODA not getting in for Marlee Matlin. That's probably not a good sign early here. But again, it's kind of an odd year for the Globes, so who knows. And then Ann Dowd was the other one who missed for Mass, which I kind of had her in, I was thinking later on, I'm like, yeah, she's probably maybe not so much of a sure thing there because, yeah, like I said, that's more of a critics group type movie, and it has to, do really well there. And even then, early on, Ajan Ellis and a few others have been doing pretty well here in this category. So, um, yeah, I would say maybe make room for other people in the category besides those two early on, at least I'd say that. But who knows? Let's see. Otherwise, yeah, Jared Leto missing for House of Gucci, even though he got in for the little things. I was a little perplexed by that. Um, then, because yeah, definitely at this point in the race compared to last year, little things was like not almost non-existent. That was a total shock that morning. And then House of Gucci though has been somewhat of a box office hit, even in pandemic times. And even got Lady Gaga in. So yeah, how he missed for that, I guess they just didn't care for the performance. Okay, and I haven't seen that one quite yet, so maybe there's a reason they didn't care for the performance. Yeah, Bradley Cooper missing. Yeah, that one I maybe should have known on that one too, since he had a little bit of stuff going on in Best Actor as well. But yeah, I didn't anticipate that one to just get completely shut out. Let's see, and then Richard Jenkins also missed for The Humans, so I don't know. Maybe that one is not going to hit very well either, because I thought that one again maybe would be more of a critics groups type thing and then take off. But yeah, and then Jenkins he's had some nominations here in the past. I believe he got in here at the Globes for Shape of Water, if I remember right. And of course, obviously Del Toro did a lot better that year compared to this year. Let's see here. I believe he did get in for these. I thought he missed like one spot, but I don't think it was this one. No, he was in. Yeah, that had 7 nominations that year. Anyways, so yeah, instead let's make room for Ben Affleck, a little-known actor in this movie called The Tender Bar, and yeah, there you go. But yeah, that's funny, and maybe that's just Snoop being Snoop. But yeah, that's good. Otherwise, yeah, Belfast getting the 2 in for Jamie Dornan and for Kieran Hines, so that's good for them. And yeah, I do enjoy both those performances in that film, so I'm not complaining at all about that one. Then yeah, Troy Kusar, who or Kodsar. I don't know. I look at if he's an actual like hearing impaired actor, deaf actor, whatever. But cause yeah, he took what was it? One of the New York Film Critics Circle or one of those for supporting actor. So weird how that one comes along, but some of these other ones don't. Yeah, that's kind of strange. Let's see here. Otherwise, comedy musical actress. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, if I'd known ahead of time that Licorice Pizza was going to be for sure in the comedy musical categories, then Elena Haim and even I don't know if I would have put Cooper Hoffman in over Reynolds or over Anthony Ramos, but I definitely would have considered it a lot more, because I thought in Best Actor Drama he was going to have some difficulty for sure. But yeah, and then Marion Cotillard was one of those out of left field things. Otherwise, I got 4 for the comedy actors, so the only one I missed there was Cooper, and again, that's because I didn't know. Let's see. Otherwise, in the drama categories, Best Actor getting both Bardem and Mahershala Ali, and was the only 2 I missed. So yeah, that Cooper, who, yeah, since Nightmare Alley just wasn't hitting. Yeah, okay. And then Adam Driver I had in for House of Gucci. I was considering Joaquin Phoenix for a little while there, but that one again, I was like, maybe it's just not up the Globes' alley and stuff. Yeah, but Joaquin has had a good number of nominations through the years, though, so I was like, well, maybe. Let's see, then for actress drama, 4 out of 5 on that one. So just yeah, Halle Berry was kind of my last minute, like, ooh, that feels like something the Globes would do. But yeah. Instead, their Netflix stuff, they went more for obviously Power of the Dog, but also for The Lost Daughter, which got in for a director there. So, yeah, like I said, we'll see if she can mix that up a little bit and see if she maybe gets a little bit more over PTA or Marcus Green or some of these other ones that they have in. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm still holding on to that Asghar Farhadi one right now for that 5th slot in director, but I don't know. I'll kind of gauge it. Like I said, it's kind of been more of an every other year thing, not an every year thing. So, for that stuff, but we'll see. Okay, let me see. Oh, let me write in Licorice Pizza for comedy musical, because like I said, I had that one more contending in the drama categories. Okay, so yeah, so otherwise, yeah, French Dispatch would have been the only one I missed there. Okay, yeah, so I think CODA was kind of the biggest surprise there in drama film, but again, that's just because Nightmare Alley just got totally skunked here. Um, yeah, otherwise, some of your other possible Best Picture contenders, like House of Gucci, like Tragedy of Macbeth, like Spencer, a couple of those, yeah, that's not a little momentum here, like what happened with CODA, that would have helped for sure. Um, let's see. Otherwise, yeah, Being the Ricardos kind of feels like one that might get like a PGA nomination for film or something like that, but I don't really see it otherwise as a huge contender yet for Best Picture. Um, yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I guess we're really about wrapped up here, aren't we? So yeah, that's again. So the two that lead the nominations, both in the drama categories, are Belfast and Power of the Dog. And yeah, the number of nominations, especially of Power of the Dog, was not surprising. Getting the score nomination, then 3 actors in screenplay, director, picture. Yeah, that makes sense. Belfast, yeah, we were pretty confident on screenplay, director, picture, supporting actress, and at least one supporting actor. But then it got the other one, and it did get the song in, which is good for its Oscar hopes as well, potentially down the line. The song category doesn't always line up, though, of course, with the Oscars as well. And I believe they do shortlist the songs, so yeah, we'll see if it makes the cut. Otherwise, we had 4 films with 4 nominations. Don't Look Up, which got the 2 acting nominations, screenplay and picture for comedy musical. West Side Story got director and picture, and 2 actors in. One in supporting, one in lead. Sorry, 5, because yeah, Licorice Pizza has screenplay, picture, and then 2 actors in. And then King Richard, like we mentioned, has 2 actors in, song, and picture drama. Okay, otherwise, couple with three films with 3 that I counted. Encanto, Dune, and Being the Ricardos, and then the rest of them had 2. So, okay, yeah, so that's the Globes for you. Like I said, we'll see what reaction this has, across the board, if any. We'll see if anybody who got in today, who was a little bit of a surprise or whatever, we'll see if they carry any momentum. The Ben Affleck one is kind of interesting because Tender Bar is one I was like, yeah, I've seen it, listed and stuff, but I'm like, I don't know if that one's gonna do anything. Evidently, Affleck's good in it, according to these guys at least. Troy Kusar, we'll see if him for CODA, we'll see if he gets anywhere. Garfield, I've been more because he's kind of come up the list on Best Actor at the Oscars and stuff. I don't know. We'll see if this carries over. Especially a Critics' Choice nomination for him today would be beneficial. Anybody else? Yeah, we'll see if Mahershala or Javier Bardem both. Either one of them, I can see getting some momentum going forward. I would lean more maybe on Mahershala right now, just because Being the Ricardos, it's like, okay, yeah, Nicole Kidman's going to get some buzz. Screenplay will probably get some buzz, but we'll see how far over that carries over. And Gyllenhaal is going to be one to watch out for now for a director. So, yeah, Emerald Fennell. There, I remember her name. So she might be. I kind of said it early this year. Obviously, I didn't take it all the way to the bank or anything. I put more of that on Marcus Green, but still, yeah, that's good for her to get in there and yeah, see what happens with the rest of the directors list. So yeah, like I said, they'll have up to 6 or 7 or even 8 director nominees here today at the Critics' Choice. So we'll see what they do with that. And I don't know. Yeah, that's really about it for now. So yep, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and be done here, and we'll see about Critics' Choice here again. Probably not today. If it is going to be today, it's going to be much later, probably in the evening time or something. So, otherwise, that's it for live reactions here this time. Let's see, when are the SAG things nominations announced here? I looked this up the other day because I knew it was not going to be till January, but January the 12th, Wednesday. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look up what time that is and stuff and make sure it can work out. Because I could potentially do some stuff. If it's in the middle of the week, that's usually a little tougher. Like this time, it just happened to work out. The Oscar nominations, live reactions, by the way, that whole day I have off. So I just took a day off for that. So that for sure you're getting live reactions and stuff. And then like I said, yes, the Screen Actors Guild is going to be the only other thing, live reactions, that we're going to worry about, because BAFTA always does it like really early in the morning here. It's early, even early morning there is like, after midnight here and in the States for almost everybody. So that one, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to do live reactions to that one. And plus, half of them, when they announce the nominees, I'm not going to know who they are unless it's, they do shortlist it again this year, I'm sure. But yeah, even then, I'm going to be like, okay, which one was that again? I just saw that name once, and I thought it wasn't going to happen. So who knows? But yeah, Screen Actors Guild. Yeah, we'll wait till it gets a little closer, and then we'll see what time it is, and then we'll see if I can work it out to where I can do live reactions to those. If not, sorry, but it's kind of, since it's the middle of the week and stuff, it can be a little tougher for me. Okay, otherwise I'm done, so we'll catch in with everybody later.